Hello guys, welcome to this video. I'll still be looking at the Information and Communication Technology Specimen paper 2023 paper 2. Okay, so for this video I'll focus on the database aspect, right? I'll look at the database aspect, okay, based on popular demand. Okay, so let's begin. You are now going to prepare some reports. Make sure all currency values display a currency symbol and are set to 0 decimal places. All right, good. Using a suitable database package, import the file sp02yacht.csv. Okay, so let's go ahead to start a database and then import the file first of all. So I'm going to go to my source file here. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Okay, let me just do it inside the work area. So I'm going to just right click and then of course get to Microsoft Access database here. So probably I'll call it paper 2 paper 2 sorry, this is specimen, paper 2 specimen, something like that. Specimen. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this. So you can just give it any name you want and then open it. Okay, so by the way, I don't even think if it's okay to give. So let me just do it underscore. I don't like leaving space when I'm naming anything on the database most of the times. So I'm just going to leave it as paper 2 specimen like that. All right, and then I can now open that. Enable content. So we're going to import sp02yacht.csv. So I'm going to go to external data, new data source from file, text file. So I'll browse for my data. I think it's here in the specimen. Which specimen? Yeah, this specimen paper. Open that. So I'm interested in the yacht.csv. Open that. Okay. So let me be sure of any primary key. Okay, so set yacht ID as primary key. Okay, so it's important that we note that. Okay, so I'm gonna go next, then go next. Oh, sorry, we need to go back and then want to actually check on first row contains field names. All right, and then go forward this time around, and then forward again, and then we want to choose our primary key. Yacht ID is the primary key, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Yacht ID. So you want to go next and finish, right? And then click that. So that everything is in here. So the next thing we want to do, okay, so let's make sure that our data is showing everything showing pretty well. So I'm going to just select everything here. Sorry. Select one more time here and then go in between and then double click right there. Okay, so everything's showing well. So let's set the data types and display format. Okay, so we have text. Okay, till yacht ID. So let's see. Let's go back home and then design view here. So we'll have text up to this point, and then the next one will be number in 1 decimal place. Length will be in number in 1 decimal place. So you want to click on number, and then you want to come down to. So let's see the decimal place number is first of all. Let's see where is it? Sorry, the length. So you find out that it's in 1 decimal place, some are in 0 decimal places like 28 and this. So okay, so that we know when the change happens. So we know that for that length, we're going to set it to 1 decimal place. So I'm going to make sure I click on that row, and then of course go to decimal place and then set it to 1, right? Then I'm going to save that and then go back to my datasheet view, and then see that this has not changed. You see, it has not changed. The length has not changed to 1 decimal place. So we need to make some changes there. So when you set it to 1 decimal place, you want to go to format. You want to make sure that the format is fixed. So you want to make sure that some format is fixed, and then you save your changes and then go back to the datasheet view. So you see that everything has changed to 1 decimal place, right? Very good. So the next one will be build ID. Build ID is actually text, which we have text. Okay, The rest are all numbers. So, but the price there, right? Price. Okay, so price has to be set to currency, symbol, and 0 decimal places. Okay, so let's set that. So let's get down to decimal places. We want to set that to 0, and then want to use a format to set currency symbol. So I'm going to take euro. Okay, so because from the question, if you look at the question here, they say that we should make sure all currency values display a currency symbol. So it can be any, if it's rupees, whatever, yen, whatever you want to use. So, but I'm using euros, and are set to 0 decimal places. Are you with me? They are set to 0 decimal places. So that's exactly what we want to do here. So set to 0 decimal places. So when we go to datasheet view, we don't save changes. We don't want to see any decimal places on the figures. So you see that we have it this way. Okay, so no decimal places, and they are all in euros. Okay, so what's the next thing there? So every other thing, they are all numbers. Okay, so the next question is, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types, and primary key used in the table. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to want to go to the design view one more time. You want to actually use the snipping tool, and then of course select from here to here. Okay, and then that's it. So where's my evidence? Evidence, are you still here? Yeah, you're still here. So, and this is step, what is this? Step 18, right? So in my evidence, I will go to step 18. Where's step 18 evidence? So I'm going to paste that right there. So I'm fine with this. Okay, so now number 19. Number 19, examine the file sp02builders.csv. So this is builders.csv, and identify the most appropriate field to set as a primary key. Okay, so let's go open that builders.csv. Let me go back to the source, builders.csv. We want to open that. So our job is to examine it to see the column we can use for the for the primary key, right? So if you look at this now, the first column I've already identified is this builder ID. Okay, so we want to check whether there are unique values there. So all the rows should be unique, right? So what I want to do here is to go to conditional formatting. I want to use this highlight cell rules, and then I want to go to duplicate. So if there's any duplicate value, it's supposed to show me in the down here. So if I OK that, so there's no any duplicate value, right? So this is a perfect column for for primary key. So you can look at this now and see that zip code, but two people can still have zip code or something, or two builder names, or two companies can have the same zip code. So let's see. So if you go to conditional formatting here, you can actually go to go down to duplicate again, and then once you click it, you see that already these particular ones that are in pink, they are all the same. They have a similar that all of them, most of them are duplicates, so it is not even fit to be a primary key, right? So that's how you can check for that. And another thing you can do, another way I do that is actually to select. If I select this B, I can go to data and then go to remove duplicate icon here from the data tools group. You want to click on it. So you want to just continue with the current selection and then remove duplicate. Did I select? So I think I select the heading. The heading is selected, so I'm going to check this to remove that heading right there, and then I can OK. So you found that no duplicate values found. So that is an appropriate column for primary key. If we try that on column H here, let me click on remove duplicate, continue with the current value, and then remove duplicate here. So I want to check my data has header because I selected the whole of the column. and then I will okay that. You will see that 127 duplicates values found. Okay, if I okay that, it's going to reduce it's going to remove all duplicates, as you can see, right? So that is not fit to be a primary key. So so the best and the only one will be the builder ID, right? So what I'm going to do here is just to close this without saving. Okay, so make sure you don't save any changes. So don't save, so that your main everything will go back to how they were before. Okay, so you have your data. Okay, so we'll go ahead to import, bearing in mind that builder ID will be our primary key. All right, so let me save this and then close all this. Okay, so so we've been able to examine the file and then identify the most appropriate field to set as primary key. So the question says that import this file as a new table in your database. Okay, and then format all data types as text, right? So let's go ahead. So we are interested in builder. So you want to go to external data, new data source. You want to go to from file and then text file. So let's browse for builder. We are interested in the builder here. So open that and then okay that, and then next. Yeah, field, sorry, first row contains field names. Okay, want to go next. So now we can use builder ID as our primary key. That's the most appropriate primary key. Okay, so we can finish that, close. Okay, so we'll open the builder table here. So you want to go to home tab and then design view to check that every data type is in text. So as you can see, telephone is in number here, so you want to change it to short text. Okay, so somebody might be wondering, why am I using short text? Because I don't think it has so much characters. If it has a lot of characters, as you can see, short text has about the field size is about 255, which is very okay, right? Good. Okay, so what's next? I think set the identify field as the primary key, which we've done already. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types, and the primary key used in the table. Okay, so you can actually go ahead to take a screenshot of this. So let's just take a screenshot like this. So the primary key is evident there, everything, data types, all evident. So we can just copy that, and then this should be step 19. So this is step 19 evidence. So I'm going to paste it right there. So move on. Let me see. So I'm going to highlight everything in step 19. So 20, create a one-to-many relationship between the builder ID fields. Okay, so obviously in the first table and second table we must have builder IDs. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, let me just save the changes here and then close this one, right? So you want to go to create relationship, you want to go to database tools, you want to go to relationship, then you want to double click on each of the tables from here, and then you want to make sure that all your fields are showing pretty well, right? Now I have the builder ID. The builder ID is the primary key in builders table, and then there's a foreign key in Yacht table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on builder ID here. I'll click on it and then drag it onto the builder ID in the Yacht table, and that will give me a one-to-many relationship. If you look at the relationship type down here, right? Good. So I'm going to I will enforce integrity, because I know that the builder ID has distinct rows, right? So the primary key is really distinct. No values repeat themselves. So I can create this and then it should be able to apply, right? Good. So we've been able to build relationship. So place in your evidence document screenshot showing the one-to-many relationship between the two tables. So I'm going to go right there. Just double click on this line here, and then you want to actually take a screenshot of everything here. So I'm just going to take every screenshot here just for the sake of it. Okay, so this is actually what we want. So we copy that and then go to our evidence. So this should be step, what is this? Okay, step 20. So this is step 20. You want to paste your evidence there, right? So I'm going to close this, and then I think everything is done, so I can save my changes and then go ahead to close everything, right? So let's see. So number 20 is done. So number 21, add the following as a new record in the Yacht table, right? So I want to open Yacht table. I'll open that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and go to the last record. I'll click on the last record and then go down, right? So let me just copy that. So Yacht name would be Antalex. Copy that, paste right there. The next one is going to be Moto. Moto will be the type, so I'm gonna paste that there. The next one will be MO126. Copy that. That's the yacht ID. Yacht ID right there. Paste that. So the next one here, next one here, 26. Copy that. Paste. And then we'll have builder ID. 31 Sanit. Copy that. Builder ID. Then paste right there. The next one will be 79. 5,000. 795,000 actually. Okay, so I'm going to just paste right there. The next one will be build year. Build year 2011. Copy that. Paste here. Okay, so the other ones will be 6 and 3. So I'm just going to type 6 and 3 here. Right. Good. So check your data entry for errors. Save the data. Okay. So I'm going to really save the data and then obviously close that, right? So that will be it for that step 21. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing will be number 22. Using fields from both tables, produce a tabular report that, oh sorry, what did I do right there? Okay, so tabular reports. So we want to make sure it's tabular report. Selects the record where build year was after 2010. Length is 40 or less. Contains a new field. Okay, a new field called total underscore births, which is calculated at runtime. This field will add the sleeps field to the crew field. Okay, shows only the fields yacht name, builder name, and the rest in this order with data and labels displayed in full. Do not group the data. Okay, so let's first of all let's take care of this. So we're going to take care of this. Let me just give the green color. So we're going to take care of this particular one in our query. So we're going to use query to do this. Even the calculated field, we're going to use query to do all those, right? So what I'm going to do here is go to create. I want to go to query design. I'm interested in building from both tables, so I'm going to make sure I bring out both tables, ensure that the fields are showing pretty well, so I can use them in our query, right? Okay, so the fields will be yacht name, builder name. Okay, so I'm going to have a yacht name, double click, builder name, double click, and then it shows down here, right? Yacht name, builder name, type, length, and price. So I have a type, length, price, right? Type, length, and price. We're going to have build year and build country. Build year, this build year here. Build country will be here in the builder table. Yeah, build country. So we're going to have sleeps and the crew. Okay, sleeps and crew. Okay, those are the fields. So the next field will be the calculated field, right? So that will be the next field, which is the total births, right? So what I'm going to do here is just to copy that total births here. Just copy it. So remember that it's going to, this field will add sleeps field to the crew field, right? So let's go ahead to do that. So you want to make sure you click on the next column there, just as it's blinking right there. So you want to go to build. So I'm going to go down to this expression elements column here. You want to click on your database, which is paper 2 specimen. You want to go to table, so we click on the plus sign by the table. So where are the fields located? So if you look at, if I move this dialog box, you find out that the two fields that we need, the sleeps and crew fields, they are in Yacht table, right? So I'm going to click on Yacht table, and then you're going to see crew here. So the calculation we're going to do will add sleeps field to crew field. So what we're going to do here is sleep field. We're going to double click on crew field that will be added here. Okay, so the next one, so we're going to have a plus. We're going to click on crew, right? And that's it. Okay, so when you okay that, you're going to have expression 1 here. This expression 1, I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to, so sorry guys, let me first of all, let me make this thing a bit larger, large enough. Okay, so let me go back. Let me use my arrow key, my left arrow key, to go back to the right place. So you want to be sure not to remove the column there. So the only thing I'm going to select will be the expression 1 there. I'll remove expression 1, and then I'm going to paste total birth there. So in the case of examination, you are going to actually type. Okay, so when you type, ensure that the spelling is correct. Okay, ensure that all spellings are correct, right? Okay, good. So first of all, the reason why you have this Yacht exclamation mark is to tell the Access that it's getting the field sleeps from that Yacht table, something like that. Okay, so it either way it's going to work. So we want to run that, so we see that it has calculated our total birth here, right? So we're in order. So the next thing that we're going to do here, so here we've done the runtime calculation here, right? So the next thing I want to do is to select the records where build year was after 2010. After 2010. So after 2010 should be greater than 2010. Okay. So I want to go to build year. Under build year at the criteria row, build year will be here, and then we'll do greater than 2010. Yeah, 2010. Yeah. Okay. You run that, and then we'll have about how many records here? About 62 records. We're good. So the next one will be where length is 40 or less. 40 or less means less than or equals to 40, right? So we want to go under the length design view. So where is length here? So we go under the length here. Okay, we're going to have less than or equals to 40. That will be 40. That will represent length 40 or less than or equal to 40. So we can run that. How many records we have right there? We've got about 35 records, right? So we want to make sure that everything is showing pretty well. Okay, so we're good with that. So at this point, we're done with the query. So we're going to switch to report. Okay, so and we're going to use that query to create our report. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is to save the changes that happened here. So as you're saving these changes, you find out that okay, so this is a query, so it gives it query 1. So you can leave it as query 1, or you can give it any name that you can remember or you'll be sure of. So for me, I'm going to leave it as query 1, and then I'll locate that. Then I'll close the query. The next thing I'm going to do is to go to create and then go to report wizard. Okay, so in report, this interface here, you want to make sure that what you're going to choose to create the report will be the query. Okay, so you have to understand that you use table to create a query, but you use query most of the times to create a report. Okay, so I'm going to choose query 1 here, and then move all the fields to the right. Those are the fields that I need. And then of course you don't have to group it, so the way it is very okay. So if I click on this, you find out that it has some level of grouping here, which I don't want. So I want to make sure that it is on. I select the Yacht table right there. So next, okay, it is how I want it. So move to the next. I'm not going to sort. I normally sort in the report. If you watch all my videos, I sort in the report, so I'm going to leave this. So this is the place that we're going to be careful now. So you want to see that has a page orientation, sorry, a page orientation of landscape. Okay, so you want to be sure that it is the landscape is selected. So we're going to select it right now, and then of course it's a tabular report, and then fit on a single page. Fit on a single page. So you want to ensure that this area is checked, that this is checked, so that it will fit it on a single page, right? So so I'm going to select this. I will consider it done, and then I'll go back and then go next. So here I want to give it a title. Okay, so if you see the question here, it says include the heading yachts less than 15 years old, right? So I'm going to copy that. I'll use that as a title for my report so that it will appear as a heading in the main report. Okay, yachts less than 15 years old as a title, displayed in a larger font size at the top of the page. Okay, so let me give the title that particular one. Okay, so that when I finish, once I click on finish, it's going to give that same title on top of my report here. So what I'm going to do first of all is to close this, go to my layout view, sorry, design view, go home, go to design view, and then I want to increase the font of this because according to the question. So we want to go to format. You want to actually make it something like 24 or maybe 26. Let me just take it up to 26, and then making sure that this label placeholder is actually way visible. So I'm going to just bring down this, bring it down a little, and then this report header, you want to move it up a little much. Okay, I think I'm fine with that. Okay, so we can move back to layout view this time around. So the first thing I want to do, I want to make sure that every data is showing. What do I do here? Let's see. So I can actually click on Yacht and then hold on my control key and click on the details. I want to bring this thing a notch. Oh, okay. So we have this. So you want to actually expand it so that Peter will be showing. What else? Okay. So as you're doing this, you want to be sure that all your labels are visible, showing. So I'll click on builder name and then hold on my control key, click on the detail. So let me go down. So this is covering Peter, so I'm going to like make sure that it doesn't. So you want to make sure it stops at somewhere before country. So everything is showing pretty well here. So click on this one and then click on this. Hold on my country, click to click on those. So bring this one closer a little further. Right. So I think it's cool. So the length, bring length up to this point. Right, and then I'll have price. Click on price, hold down control key and click on the details. So I'll move price a little further, right, and then move it to the side. Oops, need to expand it. Is everything showing? Okay, everything is showing here. So this one is I think release or something like that. So gonna make sure it is showing. Move it a little notch. So I'm going to click on it. In fact, I'm going to click on everything. Hold down control, click this, and then go to format. I want to center line them. Okay, so let me just click outside, click on this one only, and then center line this one. Maybe I think it's good. I like how it is. Hold down this and then shift this one to the Let me just close this field list here. It's blocking us. So you want to actually arrange everything here. So sleeps, you want to, oh sorry, click on sleep, hold down control key here. Oops, hold down control key and then arrange everything. Oops. Okay, so I think it's not that. We're good with that. So shift crew. Okay, so let me just shift the sleeps a little further to the left, and then shift crew to the left too, so that my birth, my whatever, what's this one? Total birth will be showing. Total birth will be showing. I think this is cool. So everything is showing, all our data, everything is showing. So, and everything is well arranged now. So we can go ahead to do the rest of the work. So, okay, so this done. All data, everything is visible. So the next one is to sort the data into ascending order of type. Okay, into ascending order of type. Okay, so let's go ahead to sort that. So you want to go to a report layout tab here. You want to go to group and sort. So you want to add a sort level. So you want to click on type here. Okay. Okay. So let's see. So it says ascending order of type. So ascending means from small to big. That's A to Z, right? Is that what we have there? So that's A on top. Okay, A on top is ascending. That's ascending right there. Okay, so descending will be Z on top. Okay, but A on top means ascending. Okay, good. So you can see M and then S. So it's starting from M. So for motors and stuff like that, and then sale. Okay, so we're good with that. So the next sort level will be, and then descending order of length. Okay, so we're going to sort by length. So add another sort, and then it has to be on length. So descending, is it descending? Yeah. Descending is going to be from largest to smallest. So, but it chose smallest to largest for us. That would be still represent ascending. So we're going to click from largest to smallest. So that would be descending. Okay. For length. Okay. So length here. Okay, so we see that it's largest to smallest, so we're fine with that. Okay, so first of all, it will sort it by type and then sort by length. So we're good with that. So I'm going to close this sort dialog box here. So you don't want to click here. No way. You don't want to click there. If you click there, all your sort levels will leave. So you want to click on this place, close grouping dialog box. So you want to close that. All right, so all our sorting will be intact. All right, so we've been able to sort this, right? And then the next thing is to okay, so has your name, starter number, and candidate number in the footer of the report, so it displays on every page. Okay, so if you want any data you to display on every page, you want to go to page footer to insert any label there. Okay, whatever label you want to appear on every page. And as I said before, if you want it to appear on the last page, you want to adjust, open this report footer and then add whatever, so it will appear on the last page. But that's not what I want, so I'm going to close it up, and then let me just adjust this one down, which is the page footer. So that's where you're going to add a label. So I'm going to put a label and then put my name there, so it will appear on every page. So even if you have 20 pages, it will appear on all those pages. Okay, so I'm going to have Ikechukwu Anolefo will be my name. Okay, and then NG156, 0004 will be my candidate number. So I'm going to go to print preview and check that my name is there. Okay, so I think there are 2 pages. So if I go to the next page, my name is still there on the second page. Okay, so I think this is good, right? Okay. So let's see the next. Okay, so I think that's done. So save and print your report. So we're going to save. We're going to save. So let's go ahead to save. So let me save my changes, and then of course I'll go to print my report. So I'll print to PDF, and then print all, and then I want to save it in my evidence. Where's October? Sorry, evidence. Okay, sorry, not October, but what's it called? Specimen. Okay, so I will save it in my work area. So I'm gonna call this printout what? Let me see. What step is this? This step 22. Okay. So this step 22 printout. I'll call it step 22 printout, something like that. So I'll save that. Okay. All right. Let's see our saved work in our work area. So that's it right there. So that's how it will look when you print. Okay, so that'll be fine. All right, so that's for that for 22. So the last one, so let's look at 23. So using fields from both tables produce a tabular report. So we want to make sure we note that it's a tabular report. Okay, so it's a tabular report. Select only those records where country code is NZ or AU. Builder name includes the text yacht. Shows only the fields yacht name, builder name, type, and so on and so forth in this order with data and the labels displayed in full. Do not group. Okay, so obviously the first thing that we do is to set the fields. Okay, so I'm just going to give it yellow one more time. So let's go ahead to select the fields by in a query. So we're going to create a query for that. So you want to go to create one more time. So we'll go to query design and then of course pick the two tables because it said the fields will come from the two tables. So you want to make sure that all your fields are showing here. So let's select the fields. So the first field will be yacht name, builder name. Okay. Let's see yacht name, double click there, builder name, double click, and then it will be added. The next one will be type, length, and price. Type, length, and price. Okay. And build country. Okay. Build, is it build country? Let's see. Build country, yes. Build country will be here. So I'll double click on it and that's it. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is to filter using the conditions here. Country, where country code is NZ or AU. So I'm going to just copy that for convenience sake. So country code. So we're going to look for country code here. Where's country code? Oops, country code is not here. So we're going to add the last, field. So where's country code? Let's look for country code. Where are you? Oh yeah, look at it here, country code. So I'm going to add it. So we're going to use it to filter the query, and then we're going to remove it later on. So I'm going to just have country code here, NZ or AU. So you want to run your query and then see that country code is here. It's either NZ or AU. So we're in order. So, but in the question, this field is not needed. So what we're going to do is to go back to our design view. You want to check this. You want to uncheck it so that it will not show in your final report. As you can see, it's not showing here again. It's out, right? So you will need it to just to query the table. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is so for the meantime I will leave it on, then run it. So let me just finish everything and then I'll remove it. I don't even think it counts, but fair enough. Okay, so the next one will be where builder name includes the text yacht. Okay, so this time around we're going to use a wildcard where builder name includes what? Yacht. So in fact, let me just copy that. Let me just copy that and then go under the builder name field, builder name. So builder name here. So I'm going to have asterisk. So this asterisk means any word or any sentence that's coming before asterisk Then after that, you're going to have a yacht, control V. Oh, sorry, control V. So you have another asterisk. So you have to put this within two asterisks. So it means that this asterisk at the left means that any word or letter that is coming, it must include yacht. Wherever this letter yacht is, that means the record will appear. Okay, and then anything after it, right? So we're going to want to go ahead to run that. So as you can see, so you see that in the builder name here, you see yachin. It contains yacht in between. Before and after, you have was it copper before, and then you have ing and then nz, right? So anywhere you have yacht, so you have yachts here. So that is the effect of what wildcard can see, right? So I'll go ahead to remove. I'll remove this one. I'll get this one off actually, so that it will not show again in our query. So that's fine, right? So I think everything here, we've done everything here, and then you want to select that, right? So is there anything I'm missing in the query? Let me just check one more time. I think everything is correct right there. So let's see. So I think we're done here. So the next thing I want to do is to create a report. Okay, so I'm going to save my changes. Obviously this is a query. Okay, so it will prompt me to save. So I'm going to leave it as query 2. So I'll base my next report on query 2, right? Good. So what I'm going to do, I'll go to create one more time, go to report wizard. So you want to, from table queries here, you want to make sure you select query 2. So that's the one you want to use to create this particular report. Okay, so we move next. It's okay. We move next. It's okay. We move next. So here I'm not going to sort yet, and then this is a place we want to make sure we be careful. So you find out here the page orientation of portraits, and then fit on a single page. On a single page, yes. So we want to make sure that the port fits on a single page, and then it's portrait. So you want to make sure that portrait is selected, tabular is selected, and then of course adjust the field width so all fields fit on a single page is checked, right? So we are very correct here. So the next thing I want to do is to give okay, so as you can see here, they said includes the heading Oceania Boat Builders. So I'm going to just copy that as a title displayed in a larger font size at the top of the page, just like we did before. So I'm going to give it that title so that it will appear on my report on the top of the page of the report. So I'm just going to finish it, and then of course Oceania Boat Builders will appear up here. Okay, so the next thing I will do is to let me exit this print preview here. I want to go to layout view here. Okay, so first of all, let me adjust. I will adjust the heading. Okay, so this heading here, I would like to make it a little larger, just from what the question says. So I'll make it probably 26, something like that, and then I'll open it up a little further, a little more. So I think it's fine like this way. So just close up this side. Okay. Okay. So the first thing I would like to do is to make sure that all our labels or data, they are all fitting on this on a good sorry, they are all visible. As you can see, the price detail here is not really visible, so I'm going to adjust a little further, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just hold the length and then hold down the details and then shift it a little to the left just to make space for the price. So I'll hold down and then adjust the price. Some are not still showing. Let me see if anything is overlapping here. Nothing is overlapping here, so I'll probably will move builder name. Let me see how this one looks. So let me just shift. Let me see. Let me shift this one to the left a little further. So builder name, hold down control key, click, and then adjust here, move it a little further. Okay, and then type, and then move type a little further. So there's need for us to actually adjust some of these. Okay, so everything is shown. So as you're doing it, you want to make sure that you're not overlapping the labels in any form. Hold down the control key, and then you hold down the control keys to select. After that, remove your hand and then adjust them. Okay, so price, hold down control key, click on the details so that both of them will be selected, and then I'll move it to the left. Okay, and now it is visible, right? I think everything is visible. Okay, so builder, build country is all, everything is correct here, everything is okay. All right, so this is how it's going to look. Okay, if I want, I can make this price to be center aligned just to make it look nice. All right, so that's about it. So let's go ahead and see the other conditions. So the other one will be, so this one we've handled that. So let me just select that. So the next one will be the sort the data into descending order of price. Okay, so we're going to sort the data into descending order of price. So you want to go right there, you want to go to report layout design, group and sort, and then add the sort level to be price. Okay, so it has to be descending. Descending order will be from highest to smallest. So we want to get the largest to smallest, okay, of price. Okay, so as you can see, yep, largest to smallest, that will be descending. That was 17 million, 7.8 million, the first one. Then the lowest would be 495,000, highest to smallest descending order. So you want to close this sort level. All right. Okay, so we've been able to sort. So sort settled. All right. So the next thing is calculate the average length in this selection and position this number below the length column. Calculate the average length. So it's very, very important that this is, so the average length has to be done on average length. Okay, and position this number below the length column. So we want to go to length. Where's length here? So you want to click on length here, right? You want to right click on on length. You want to go to total length here. You want to take average. Okay, so that's what the question, average length, right? And then you want to go down this, so the average will be 44.2, right? So what's the next thing? Display this average length value to 1 decimal place. So it is already in 1 decimal place, so we are very correct. So we want to select this and then want to make sure that we've done that. Okay, so has your name, center number, and candidate number at the top or bottom of the report. So anywhere at the top or bottom, that's fine, right? So but for this case, I would like it at the bottom, so I'm going to leave mine at the bottom. So I'm going to go to design. So if you want, you can go to report. If you go to report design here, click on label, so you can actually have yours right here, which is at the top. So I'm going to have Kechukwanolefo, comma NG156. That will be my center number, and then my candidate number will be 0004. Okay, so you can actually leave yours here. So if we go to print preview, so it's going to be up here actually. It's fine. So but I always prefer it at the footer, although unless the question specifies that it has to be at the header, right? So I'm going to let me exit, and then I'm going to carry this. So let me just make a little space below the page footer. I like to have it on the page footer, so I'm going to just carry it down to the page footer here. So I'm going to just place it here, and then go to print preview, and then look for it in the footer right there. So let me just increase it one more time. So it's down here in the page footer, so I prefer it right there. So if you want, you can put your own at the top. That's fine. Okay, so I think that's it. So save and print your document. Okay, save and print your report. Sorry, save and print your report. Okay, so I can now go to print preview, and then of course print. I'll print to PDF, and then I'll call it step. What is this again? Step 23. So I can call it step 23. Step 23 printout. Okay, and then I'll save that. Okay, so if I go to my yeah, this work area, so step 23 is there. So is it showing pretty well? Everything is showing pretty well, I think. So that's cool. Okay, so that is done. So the next question says, export the report created at step 23 in portable document format, PDF. Save the exported file in your work area. Place in your evidence document a screenshot to show the exported file saved in your work area. Make sure there is evidence of the file type. Okay, so what you're going to do here, so let me just close this. Save changes if required. Do you want to save changes to this? Yes, I want to save my changes. So what I want to do here, so the report is that they say we should create a PDF of will be the Oceania boat builder. So I'm just going to go to my database. Then you want to right click on Oceania boat builders, right? And then you want to go to export. You want to export it to PDF or XPS here. So you want to click that. So want to I will put it in my work area here. Okay, so and I will leave it as Oceania boat builders. So and I'll publish that, right? So when I publish that, this is how it's going to look. So but our interest is to go and place the screenshot to show the exported file. Okay, so want to go to our work area. So this is it here. Okay, so I'll just go use my snipping tool and then simply screenshot this. So we want to make sure that the type is visible. Okay, so as you can see, the type is visible here. The type is visible. So that is Microsoft Edge PDF document. So it's a PDF document. So, and of course the extension also is showing here to be PDF, so it's fine. So I'm going to just copy that. Go to my evidence. That's evidence 24, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, evidence 24. So that's step 24. That's evidence 8, step 24. So I'm going to just save, paste that right there. Okay. I'll close that. So I think that's about it. So let me just highlight that. So I think that's finished. So in the next video, I'll look at the presentation. So that's about it. Please thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and also like the video and leave a comment okay, down below. All right, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.